Alright, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Andersen. I am Zach Andersen. We are here today at White House Productions in Shelton for the 5th edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I'm here with That Virginia.
Yeah,
so,
hello.
Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for coming. So now I'm going to ask you the difficult questions, as long as they have something to do with the letters of your name.
That's
so we'll start with T. Tell me about your first time performing live.
Okay, it was in front of like real people. It was when I first moved to the States, and I had just started to play guitar, and I got this random gig at like a restaurant club. I don't know, it was a random place in Bridgeport, and I just went and I played, and like looking back at it, I was like, I didn't even know how to play. Like I was so bad, but like so good at the same time because I was just like, fearless and I'm doing it. So it was a cool experience. Like it was all very new. I feel like I came to music sort of late, considering like compared to a lot of people. So to me, I was like, oh, I was 18, and I was like, this is so exciting. This is new. It was very awkward because everyone kept asking for songs that I didn't know how to play. And I was like,
they always will.
Yeah.
Do you have any specific themes that you like to write about, or that you tend to write about more than others?
I feel like I was having a conversation earlier about this. I feel like I've reached a point where I found 3 points that kind of balance me out in this. Like one being emotions, but I don't like talking about stuff that people talk about. I like to talk about stuff people don't talk about. So I like to explore that, like the stuff that's weird or different or uncomfortable even. And it's like that's one point. And then there's another point that I like to talk about, like inspirational things and encouraging things. Like I don't know, I listen to a lot of music like Trevor Hall and stuff like that that's very zen and very spiritual, and I feel like I do lean towards that, and not so much in the way that he does or the other artists do, but like in my own way. I feel like that's been present too. And also my influence from my Brazilian background. I grew up in Brazil, so I feel like now, for a long time I fought it, and I didn't want to have that influence. I didn't want to let it come out. And I wrote all these songs that had these influences from Brazilian music that I was like, no, I don't want to put them out. This is not how I want to portray myself or whatever. And I feel like I finally am at a point that I do accept them and I let them come out and play. And I feel like these 3 points have been my point of balance now.
All right. Cool. What is one of your musical highlights so far in your career?
I don't know. To be really honest, I feel like whatever my present state is feels always like my highlight.
All right.
I feel like it's been always progressing, and I'm always making different things and doing things different ways, and I always feel like the place where I am right now is usually my highlight. Every time I look back, I feel like I've been climbing up, and so it's hard to just point out a highlight because I just feel like right now is my highlight. Just being here tonight is my highlight.
Good answer. Good answer. How much does the audience influence a set of yours? Like, do they, depending on how many people are there, what kind of audience, the place you're playing at, does it mold your set, or do you change it on the go depending on how they react to certain songs that you've already played?
It depends on the gig for sure. I feel like if it's something more specific or more like it's only a very short set or something that I really want to put these things out, or if it's something that I'm feeling that day, like I really need to play these songs because that's how I feel like I have to do it, then I'll usually stick to it. But if it's a longer gig, usually I will kind of not have a set list. I'll just put down the list of all the songs that I have in my mind and all the songs that I feel like I might want to do, and I'll just kind of go and gear it according to what happens that night.
Right.
So it really is depending on the gig, but it does happen a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you in between songs? What do you tend to talk about? Do you have any like go-to banter or anything like that?
I feel like I'm often really awkward. Not like awkward, but I don't know. I feel like the usual banter is like I feel like I don't know. I just whatever comes to my mind. If I have a story about it, or some songs do like require some sort of introduction, or like I feel like talking about it. If I ever feel like telling a story, like this is what it means to me, or this is why I wrote it, or it really depends on that one. Depends a lot on the audience, like and my mood too. Because sometimes you just want to go and like play it out, and you're in the zone, but sometimes you want to talk, and it really depends on it. But I don't have a go-to. I think my only go-to is that I tend to ask people, like if there are other musicians around, like what do you say while you're tuning your guitar? Because it's so awkward. You're just sitting there like,
it definitely is.
Excuse me, and you're like, I don't know. What do you guys say? Cause,
I tell stories that don't go anywhere.
Yeah, there you go.
And I just ramble, and it just goes absolutely nowhere. And then I never tune it properly. But
yeah, it's always like, what do you do? I don't know. But then I feel like questioning what do you do while you tune turns out to be the banter. Because then you're like, oh, then I'm done tuning. Bye.
Do you have a dream venue that you would absolutely love to play at?
Yes, Red Rocks.
For
sure.
Same for me.
Like so that, cool. I feel like that's just like, that must be one of the coolest experiences ever.
It's gorgeous, and just everything about it is so cool.
Yes, yes. I just want to be there. I haven't even been there just to see a show, but I just watching videos and listening to other people talk about it. I just want to be there all the time.
Oh
yeah. So definitely there.
Who are your biggest musical influences?
I have a very weird playlist. Like, I have artists that people don't even imagine that are my influences, like Marilyn Manson. Like, there's one guy that's sitting at a pedestal for me ever since I was in 5th grade, and I appreciate what he does and his art, and like Slipknot, all those like heavy things I used to listen to as a kid. I was a goth kid, and that's how I rolled back then, and I feel like more. And then on the other side, I have stuff like Trevor Hall, or I'm really into Lady Lamb, who's an incredible artist. Brandy Carlisle, big influence. I know she's played Red Rocks a million times. So I think those are big influence. Definitely Lady Lamb, Trevor Hall. Like those people are big.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. So I like to end all my interviews with 3 random or interesting facts about yourself that many people might not know.
Okay. I don't know if anyone at this point knows that I'm not from here. Like, I feel like people assume that I'm just American.
Right.
So I'm not. I was born in Brazil. I grew up there. I moved here when I was 18. I've only been here for 8 years.
No.
A lot of people don't know that. Other weird facts. I always have a hard time with that kind of question. Like, 'cause I feel like I just know everything about me, and it's like, what do people not know? What do I not put out? Like,
what is your favorite bird?
I'm not really into birds.
What's your least favorite bird?
I don't know.
The answer is not owl.
Well, my least favorite bird is this one bird that I had to catch once, that my friend's boyfriend's bird that got loose, and my friend was too scared of it, and I had to go, and me not liking birds had to catch that bird, so I hate that bird. So yeah, definitely not a bird person.
All right.
I'm a big cat person.
All right.
And bearded dragons.
Do you have any cats?
I used to foster bearded dragons. Not a lot of people know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to just have a bunch of bearded dragons, and I would take them in if they were like sick, or if they were towards the end of their lives, and I would just give them a good life until they were done.
Nice.
And just like have them over.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
I'm very much looking forward to your set.
Thank you so much.
And if you'd like to check out That Virginia, please visit the link below. And now we will cut to a performance from That Virginia.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll cut to that now, and thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
My body is tropical, go. My body is tropical, go. My jeans were born from the palm trees, and my hands are strong enough to hold the sunset, and my feet were built to be dipped in small sun, and my eyes were fit from fresh screens. My body is warm as the asphalt of my hometown. My temperature is measured in Celsius, and I have never seen a negative sign. My lungs could store the beauty of 1,000 trees, swaying on the side. body is made of microscopic, teeny tiny seeds of tropical fruits. My essence tastes like papaya when it's ripe, and I speak with the sweetness of fresh juice. My body is tropical. It's not cold like the dead of winter. It's warm like a cup of espresso. I'm warm like the sun in the rise. I am made up of moonlight, skyly watching over the beaches. I once stepped over